What's going on, everyone? Today we're looking at 1 year of ownership of this 2012 Nissan Leaf. Let's take a look. So I bought this car about 1 year ago. Some of you may remember I posted a video of me driving it to work about 40 miles and making it with about 8 or 9 miles to spare. Since then, I've put a total of about 2,000 miles on it. I don't drive it all the time. Again, this car is really only good for trips of about 40 miles or less. The most recent rigorous trip that I put it on was taking my brother and sister-in-law to the airport along with me and my father. So there were 4 people plus airbag luggage. And it was able to make the trip. It was 32 miles, AC was running the whole time, speeding up to about 60 to 65 miles an hour. So we're showing about 50,000 miles. So I've put about 2,000 miles on this car. You can see that I have lost 1 bar of battery health, so I'm only up to 6 bars of battery health. And I'm showing a range of 37 miles. I have been driving it around a little bit this morning. But overall, this car has held up very well. The only maintenance I've had to do on it so far was rotating the tires. Again, only 2,000 miles, wasn't expecting to do a whole lot. It's nice to get around town in, it's a nice grocery getter. But as that battery decreases, it's only gonna get harder and harder to keep using this car. And it makes a great grocery getter, like I was saying, but I'm probably going to be the last owner of this car. It's more than likely I'll be driving it until the battery is just completely unusable. And then if there's not an available option for swapping it or for getting another battery, then it may just be off to the salvage yard. I'm not entirely sure what we'll do with it yet. Hopefully by that time there's options for trying to bring it back to life, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, I know a lot of you have probably seen Tyler's video towing with the Ford Lightning, towing his Model A from Wizards back to his house and seeing how much the battery dropped because he wasn't hypermiling it. And that's one of the big things about this car is I can get that full 40, 42 miles out of it, but AC has got to be off. I can't be doing over 45 miles an hour, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But that would work for a lot of people. I don't think that these are going to be towing anything anytime soon. It's just not built for that. The technology isn't there. I really do enjoy driving around in this car. It's a lot of fun. The instant torque, even though this is just front wheel drive and it's nothing like a Tesla, it still gets up and go way better than anything like my Buick or my Suzuki will do, which is very, very impressive. I really like the technology for getting around, but in terms of practicality, if you're going to try to be towing heavy things, diesel is still the way to go. There's no doubt about it. What I'd eventually like to see is something like what Trains use, which is a diesel electric hybrid, but I don't think that'll catch on here in the US. I just think that they're so committed on getting away from fossil fuels that it won't happen. But that sort of a hybrid I think could be really interesting for vehicles that need to do long hauls, those big semi trucks. It's just going to be so hard to do with only batteries. I am excited to see how this technology develops and evolves. I don't think we're too far away from vehicles that get 400 miles to a charge and you can charge them in 20 minutes. I think that that's probably what would push me over the edge is an affordable car that could do that. The problem is cars, whether they are gasoline, diesel, hybrid, or electric hybrid, or fully electric, whatever they are, they're just not being designed to last more than the life of the warranty, which is one of my still biggest gripes. I really hate manufacturer obsolescence. I understand the purpose of it. You need to continue to stimulate the economy, but it sucks not having things that aren't built to last more than 10 years. I know how difficult it is just to build something that can last 10 years, but I'd like a vehicle that will last like my Buick Roadmaster. That's going on 30 years old, and I still love that car. I can still get parts for it. Some of them have to be used depending on what I'm looking for, but I can always find parts for them. And that's what I was hoping to see with these cars. But if the battery technology, if I can't just drop in and drop out a battery, then there's really no point. I mean, I might as well just keep driving a hybrid that gets 70 miles to a gallon and I can do just the same speeds. I have all the same torque, but I'm still using a little bit of fossil fuel. fully electric vehicles are getting so close. I'm so excited to see where they go, but they're just not there yet for me. I honestly wouldn't rule out doing something like an electric conversion if the LT1 on my Roadmaster ever went out. The problem is the LT1 and the Roadmaster was built to last kind of forever. Whether that was accidental or intentional, I understand that it's a boring and kind of an ugly car to a lot of people, but for me it's about the quality. Everything that's there can last as long as it's maintained. And I will be showing you more of that, I promise. There will be more Roadmaster content. No, I did not sell it after getting the Suzuki. But I wanted to do an update on this car. I wanted to talk about how much I do enjoy it for trips under 30 miles. That's the big key. But it is still holding up. And I mean, we'll see how long it goes. Again, we're at 50,000 miles. We'll see if we make it to 60,000 miles. I'm interested to see how far this battery will last. But I'd guess I'm gonna get 60 to 70,000 miles out of this battery before I have to consider my options. I wanna say thank you to everyone that has subscribed. It's been a huge, huge blessing to see everyone coming in, and I'm so grateful for all of the support. Everything that you've seen, it will kind of be this style of vlogging for the time being. I would eventually like to be able to do car content like Tyler and Wizard do, but it's not going to be for a while. So continue to look forward to content like this, vlogging. I will have some more repair videos coming up. I just fixed a couple of oil leaks on the Buick, and I'll be doing more work on the Suzuki as well, and I will make sure to keep bringing you these updates. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed. Please feel free to drop a like or a comment. Let me know what you think about hybrid technology, electric technology. Where do you think gasoline and diesel engines are going to go? But it's really great to have all of you here, and I will talk to you later.